Dick Harpootlian is a former chairman of the South Carolina Democratic Party. He's also an Obama supporter, and he joins us now. Very nice to have you in, sir.
Well, thank you.
Dick, great to have you with us. Boy, some momentum swinging Barack Obama's way. What's going on?
Well, if you believe the polls, and if we remember New Hampshire, the polls didn't quite.
Do you believe the polls?
I think this is a very tight race down here. I think Barack has picked up some momentum, but I think it's going to be very tight here, very competitive, and we're looking forward to next Saturday.
Obviously, race has taken center stage since New Hampshire. When you talk about South Carolina politics, the state newspaper, obviously South Carolina's largest newspaper, said African-American voters were hurt by Senator Clinton's attacks against Barack Obama. Do you think that hurt will continue through Election Day?
Well, I think, first of all, we don't talk in terms of Iowa or New Hampshire in terms of race. Race is a factor here, but it's not the factor. I think Robert Johnson's comments were reprehensible, and I think that has impacted some folks. But I think this race, a week from Saturday, is very tight, and I think a number of older African Americans particularly still continue to have some allegiance to the Clintons, and that's going to make this a very tight race.
At the same time, Barack Obama's wife, Michelle Obama, so prophetically said that after a success in potentially Iowa or New Hampshire, and it was Iowa in this case, that perhaps, to use her words, Black America would wake up and see that potential could be reached for an African-American man. Do you think that that plays here in South Carolina? Do you think that that's happening?
I think it does make, whether it's a woman or whether it's an African-American, somebody other than a white male, I think if they do well in a venue that's unexpected, all-white Iowa, for instance, I think that helps them, or New Hampshire. I think both these candidates have momentum. I think this is going to be a heck of a fight. It's unlike the Republicans where they're knifing each other on the phone. I got 3 push calls last night. I've never voted in a Republican primary in my life. So it's the blood's all over the ground here, and it's going to get worse before tomorrow.
There's been a lot of discussion about whether or not the Clinton campaign is sort of placing these little events that have to do with race or drugs. Do you believe that that's happening, or do you think that they have been, as I have in most of the cases, characterized unfairly in the media?
Well, I went to New Hampshire with Bill and Hillary in '92. I'm big Clinton fans. I don't believe they're behind this. I don't believe, I just think that they've got overly exuberant surrogates, the Sheehan guy and then Robert Johnson. But I think they need to take the extra step of saying to these folks, look, we don't go there. We're not going to talk about that. And that's not what this campaign's a competition about ideas between Barack and Hillary. And of course, John Edwards also. But I think a week from Saturday, we're going to see the first state that looks like the rest of America speak on this campaign.
Interesting. Dick Harpootlian, thank you
Thanks very
much.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
This is a great place.